You are all weirdos.
Weird science is the revolution. Weird science is the revolution.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Weird Science Comics YouTube channel, where I'm going to be going through Superman number 3. And while Joshua Williamson's Superman book has just begun, I am intrigued by the Lex Luthor wanting to join up with Superman's storyline, even if it's not the most original thing out there. It does remind me of the Super Lex story in Dan Jurgens' Action Comics Rebirth book. And if Dawn of DC is going to succeed, though, I think a little Rebirth feel can't hurt. However, with the main focus on Lex and his buddy Superman, the whole Parasite and his little minion story has felt a bit like a afterthought so far, and this issue doesn't change that feeling one bit, and that has me a bit worried going forward. But before we get into this, please, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, like the video, enable the notifications, let me know what you thought of Superman number 3 in the comments below, as well as Joshua Williamson's Superman run as it goes on so far. But here are the credits. Superman number 3 is written by Joshua Williamson, art by Jamal Campbell, colors by Jamal Campbell, and letters by Ariana Mayer. And the issue opens with Lex getting just what he's always wanted. Superman visiting him in the dead of the night, and oh crap, Superman's been infected by this whole parasite thing and is looking to suck it. Yeah, like I said, Lex is getting everything he always wanted. Unfortunately, all those fanfic shippers who I certainly don't know anything about, shout out to Sexy Lexi 34 on all the boards, Superman is here for someone else, and that is Livewire. And I usually like Livewire, but she's really only here for her power set and to yell that she is going to be eaten. She is the reverse of Austin Powers' fat bastard, and by the end, almost as annoying. Plus, someone tell me how you suck a piece of meat dry? Better yet, tell Sexy Lexi 34 on all the boards, right? The plan is, though, to use Livewire as a super-duper all-you-can-eat buffet of power that will have all the parasites running to her backyard, and guess what? It works. But at what cost? Actually, the cost is to the storytelling. Things just kind of end. But we do get Parasite fighting off his evil little doppelgangers and then eating them, insert another fat bastard reference there, and then passing out and sleeping on the floor like me every time I go to the Shady Maple Buffet. So, what about the big stuff like Lois and Jimmy being infected? I mean, the big cliffhanger was Lois. Oh my God, Lois, you're infected. Oh my God, Jimmy's infected. That's just wiped clean with everything else, which kind of made this thread of Parasite in the first 3 issues feel kind of weak. The overall play of this, when the setup is big and then the ending thumps and falls down and just thuds, it's not great. After Lois and Clark dance around and Lex gets back to his prison, Superman goes and visits him and makes it official. He gives Lex a signal watch, and please, nobody tell poor Jimmy. We do get a 1-page epilogue with the supposed bigger bads of the story, but I still need more than a Bizarro head in the jar and a Silver Banshee on a video screen to really get me excited about that threat. Still excited about Lex and Superman working together. I really like Mercy, want to see more of her new powers, but the overall big bad not really hitting with me so far, and the way that this Parasite story just kind of fizzled out by the end, or really just ended conveniently, boom, 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 that has me worried. And overall, it also has me kind of thinking, I hope that this isn't the idea of, okay, we got to tie some things up before we get to Night Terrors this summer. These books, including this Superman book, will shut down in June. June will be the last issue. It'll shut down for July and August, and then come back in September. And I'm kind of worried that maybe we're going to have some books rushing to get to that little break. And I'm hoping that that break also isn't a jumping off point for people, because that is a real shame that we're going to end up kind of derailing the whole, Dawn of DC with this kind of spooky event in the middle of the summer. But overall, I'm still excited about this series. But like I said at the beginning, this issue has me a bit worried. Joshua Williamson, he does have good ideas, but once he gets down to telling the stories based on them, he often loses focus and things do get wonky by the end. It's as if in the middle of most of his stories, he just wants to get to the next thing, or something else intrigues him a little more. And that's fine, especially this book is just starting out. So in his mind, this might be setting up things. This might end up working out by the end. But we're reading the book issue to issue. We don't know what he has in his mind. So some of the things like this issue, I think, fall flat. It happened again. It happened with Dark Crisis and the revolving door of villains. Oh, my God, the darkness. Oh, my God, Pariah. Oh, my God, the Dark Army. Oh, my God, Deathstroke. Oh, a little darkness again. It just gets all wonky. It also happened with his Robin book, which I love. But tell me that fighting tournament didn't really fall flat by the end of that and was just kind of pushed aside for bigger and better things. This is what happens, and this is what I'm worried about. And still, while people want to put his Flash run on a pedestal, it happened a lot there, too. It seems to be something that he needs to have somebody there to rein him in, keep him inspired with the story he's actually telling, not have him looking at shiny objects all over to get to that next thing. Still, though, I really like the stuff with Superman and Lex, and I always enjoy Jamal Campbell's art, even though the last shot of Superman in this issue was a bit off. If you go and look close at Superman's face, he ain't so pretty as he usually is there, but I do like the art overall. And with all of that, still giving this issue a 7 out of 10. That is down from the first 2 issues. But it's not enough. It's not down enough that I won't be looking forward to reading the next issue when it comes out. And I'm hoping that Joshua Williamson gets the ball rolling again. But you only have a couple issues till the book shuts down for 2 months. So I'm worried about that with a lot of the things at DC right now, not just with Joshua Williamson. But with all that, thanks for listening. Let me know what you thought of this issue, what you thought of Parasite. Did you think that it was rushed a little? Do you like the Lex and Superman romance? And I'm telling you, it's a bromance for the ages, and I want to see more of that. But thanks, everybody, and I'll talk to you later.
You are all weirdos.
Weird science is the revolution. Weird science is the revolution.